Hello and welcome to the August 11th episode of This Week in Kirkland, the official podcast of the City of Kirkland, bringing you timely topics and noteworthy news delivered to you every week. I'm your host, Jim Lopez, one of the deputy city managers here at the city, joined today by two members of our communications team.
Hello, I'm Sue Romero.
And David Woolbrecht.
We have much to discuss this week,
Sure do.
including news that the greater downtown Kirkland area has been designated as an urban center.
And we'll tell you what that means.
The Kirkland Fire Department has a wildland program, which is super cool.
Very cool.
And we're talking about tips for keeping our sidewalks clear of vegetation.
Very helpful.
Also, when you can start registering for fall and winter recreation programs. I know it's still summer, but that's coming up. We'll also tell you about the third annual Sea Spot Splash.
Boom.
Happening soon.
Yeah, and help kids get ready to head back to school. And also, we have lots of upcoming events, so get your calendars out now.
But first, my friends, our big story of the week, which is the annual Kirkland Waterfront Car Show.
Yes.
This is the 19th. Oh, my goodness.
19.
The 19th annual car show, and it's this Sunday, August 13th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Wow.
It's going to be big. 10,000 people are expected.
Wow.
I don't think you're going to get that parking spot in front unless you leave super early.
Or you have a car that's in the car show.
Right, true.
Wow, 10,000.
Yeah. Well, over 300 cars on display is what I hear.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Some of the award categories, this is pretty cool. Your favorite muscle car. So
Okay.
everyone's got one of those, right? Your favorite lowrider.
Oh, you gotta have that.
What if they're the same thing?
I guess they could be.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
I know nothing about
I'm not a
cars.
car expert.
Yeah.
And your favorite upholstery, which I didn't know was a category.
Yeah.
But thank goodness it is.
Yeah. Do you all have a favorite car in any of those categories? Favorite upholstery?
Yeah.
No. Sue, favorite car?
I come from a Mustang family. Yeah.
Ooh,
So my daughter
classic.
learned to drive in a Mustang, and then her
Okay.
dad also has a Mustang.
There you
and
go.
Yeah. Every time we see one on the road, she's like, Mustang. Got it.
Jim?
You know, my dad, when I was very young, had a Mercedes 280 SL convertible.
Classic.
Hard top, obviously soft top too.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's a work of art.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's one of those cars that has held up. I mean, it's appreciated significantly.
Sure.
Okay.
It had a significant effect on me because the two-door convertible is my favorite car. In college, I had an MGB.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
adorable.
That was adorable. So perhaps in the future, another two-door convertible.
Oh, okay.
But that's my
Engine.
favorite, the
Nice.
280 SL.
Oh, very good.
Awesome. So this event raises money for the Kirkland Downtown Association, and just want to remind you, if you're heading to the car show this weekend, parking restrictions, detours, and street closures, we'll have all those details in the show notes.
Hey, the greater downtown Kirkland has been designated an urban center by the Puget Sound Regional Council. And let me tell you what this means.
Pray tell.
The
Wow.
designation helps get federal transportation grant funding. And it's a big deal, so community members might see this translated into possible pedestrian or bicycle projects in the future. It's a huge resource that allows us to be even more creative and flexible about making our downtown area so awesome.
And what is in the greater downtown Kirkland Urban Center? Where is that?
Sure. Yeah. So it's what we all kind of think of as downtown. It's kind of the historic downtown. So right by the water and kind of the immediate area. It also stretches up along 85th to the northeast 85th Street station area. And so what we recently went through with our big stationary plan.
Cool.
So that's part of it as well.
Hey, we're also talking about the Kirkland Fire Department's wildland program, which has been going on since 2018.
Oh, wow.
The KFD has been assisting in fighting regional wildfires.
And there's two ways that KFD might be involved in one of those fires. They get requests from the state or the Zone 1 request, and that means they can send firefighters or equipment and vehicles. So Kirkland Fire has about 30 firefighters in our agency that participate in this program.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And when they get called up, they could be gone for up to 2 weeks. So they got to be
wow.
prepared. And then also they could go a couple of times a year. So it's
wow.
a really great program.
Are there many? I haven't really seen much about fires in our region this year. Are they responding to anything so far?
Yes, actually, because wildfires have been kind of happening for longer during the year, and lasting longer. They've already deployed 9 firefighters this year to wildfires around a region, including over to Port Angeles, Shelton, Tonasket, and Oregon. Do y'all know where Tonasket is?
I don't.
No idea.
I had to look it up.
Where's Tonasket?
North Central Washington, right by the northern border.
Oh, very good.
And when the smoke comes in here, and it's very difficult to breathe, or when you go to really cool locations around our state and you're just kind of overwhelmed with smoke, which happens too frequently, we're reminded that this truly is a regional issue that affects all of us.
Right.
But please also know that the KFD's number one priority is the continued safety of Kirkland.
Right.
KFD only fulfills a wildland request if they have enough firefighters and enough resources to send without compromising services here. So it's really kind of a win-win.
Absolutely. Very cool.
So, hey, this week we're also talking about sidewalk vegetation tending and trimming tips. This is, an important part of keeping our communities safe and beautiful.
Yes.
Surprise, it's the property owner's responsibility to keep those sidewalks clear. They may not realize it.
Yeah, a lot of folks don't, but we really look to the property owners to maintain, so like the sidewalks and all the areas kind of adjacent to their property lines, even if it's not in their property. So talking about overhanging shrubs and trees, branches, blackberries are pretty big this year. I mean, they're big every year, but as well as like bushes, grasses, that sort of thing.
So some tips to keep in mind when you're trimming out the branches and stuff in front of your house over your sidewalk. You have to clear the full width of the sidewalk, not just like lop off a branch and call it done.
Which would
it has to be clear.
That would be my style. I'm like, yeah, I did the yard work.
I just took an axe and lopped it off. I'm done.
No.
Nope. You got to keep in mind
Okay.
neighbors that might be using things on wheels like strollers,
Oh, right.
wheelchairs, and also those
Yeah.
who might not see, who may be visually impaired. So
Okay.
remember that, okay?
Hey, a quick heads up. The city council's on break. The next regular meeting is on September 5th. And we will provide more information on that meeting on a future episode. But please also go to the council webpage.
All the information's there anytime you need it.
And we're also talking this week about registering for fall and winter recreation programs. We have kind of an amazing
Yeah, new
menu
situation.
of programs.
Oh my gosh, it's quite broad
So
and
many.
vast. Yeah, it's super fun.
And this year there's kind of a new thing.
There is, yeah. So for the first time, it's kind of a big change. Registration for Kirkland residents begins August 23rd at 7 a.m. So mark your calendars, set your alarms now.
Have your mouse ready.
Yep, for all your devices.
Go clicking.
So
Yep.
Kirkland residents will actually register a week before kind of registration is open up to everybody. So that's a big change this year. Registration for non-residents begins a week later, August 30th at 8 a.m. And there are some amazing classes.
I know. I was just looking through them all. So art lab, Pee-wee basketball, ballet gymnastics. I want to go to this one, Pee-wee Monster Bash for
my
Halloween.
goodness.
Hello, it's my favorite holiday. I also want to take beginning fencing. I'm just making a list of things I want to do.
I took fencing in high
Oh,
school.
pray tell.
Oh, yeah. It was actually over in Bellevue. And it was fun. I'm super into like sci-fi fantasy movies. And like
Yes.
grew up, Lord of the Rings and all that stuff. And I thought like, yeah, I'm going to learn fencing. And like, I was good-ish. And then as soon as we started like sparring, I was terrible. Like I was terrified and just ran away.
Is it
So-
harder than it looks? Because what's the secret?
I don't know the secret. I was bad.
That would be
Ran away.
that would be the runaway part.
Yeah. That's my secret.
Gotcha.
But folks can take a beginning class and learn the secrets.
That's what I'm
And,
talking about.
Exactly.
Well, there's also filmmaking camp and Polite Kids 101.
Oh, sign my kid up.
My favorite would be pickleball camp.
Yep. Are you teaching?
Yeah, you should.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Adjunct professor.
I think you should.
Okay.
And Mad Science Camp.
Yes.
And swimming and just a whole bunch more.
Hey, you can register online for all of these wonderful classes and programs, as well as over the phone or in person during business hours, which is 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Hey, everybody, calling all dogs. Sea Spot Splash is here.
Oh yeah.
The third annual Sea Spot Splash. Say that 10 times.
Right?
It's happening at the Peter Kirk Pool the one time the whole year when dogs get to jump in the pool and play.
They love it. So this is happening Saturday, September 9th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And there'll be like vendor booths, music, treats. It's
Oh,
gonna
what
be
fun.
a party for the pups.
Music. I love it.
Music.
Some like Three Dog Night or
Who let the dogs out? Of course. That's like the theme song.
It's just going to be on repeat the whole time. Pre-register or pay in person at the pool, and it's $10 per dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth it to go and see if the dogs react to Who Let the Dog Out. I mean,
Yeah.
they got to play that. We have to talk to Parks about that.
So I would bring Haku, except she does not like water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's not a water dog.
Oh.
Yeah. She's come a long way for baths and stuff, but she is like, yeah, no.
I used to take my Gracie to Merrimore Park, which is dog Disneyland for people that don't know. And she loved going into the water. And she would just go in there. It was like a bath. Like I throw the ball in there, and she would just play with the ball like a rubber ducky thing.
And you're
Yeah.
like, okay, Gracie,
That's
time
how
to
you
go.
go.
Gotta go. Like, no, Dad. Yeah.
So I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful event. Hey, we're also talking about the East Side Block Party. Help kids get ready for back to school.
So yeah, the event's happening Juanita High School, Saturday, August 26th, from 1 to 3 p.m.
Kids can get a free haircut, backpack, school supplies while supplies last. And if you want to help to donate some needed items, you can donate through August 15th. They need stuff like mechanical
wonderful.
pencils, notebooks, markers, colored pencils, and all that type of stuff.
Awesome. Well, it was a great partnership with Communities in School Renton, as well as Lake Washington School District.
We'll have more details on how you can donate in the show notes.
Hey, we have a lot of upcoming events.
A lot.
Let's power through them.
Lightning round.
Okay.
So the summer meals at Kingsgate Library is coming up from noon to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday, now through August 30th.
No registration required while supplies last.
There's also the outdoor movie series. It's our last one.
No, you got to go.
Yeah, showing Luca and Ticket to Paradise this Saturday, August 12th, 6 p.m. for Luca and 8 p.m. for Ticket to Paradise.
Park ranger booths. Ask them anything you wanted to know about parks. From noon to 2, Saturday and Sunday, August 12th and 13th.
Edith Moulton Park. Weekend Writers Critique Group at Kirkland Library. This is super cool. Bring 10 pages or less of poetry or stories, any genre, and get some feedback, get ideas, encouragement. So this is at the downtown Kirkland Library, noon to 1 on Saturday.
So you bring 10 pages.
Up to 10 pages.
Wow, up to 10 pages. That's so cool.
Yeah,
I
you say,
know.
what do you guys think?
Yeah.
And you get some ideas.
Absolutely.
Hey, you might want to go to the Juanita Friday Market too. From 3 to 7, Fridays through September. Juanita Beach Park is the location.
Hey, special this week. It's National Farmers Market Week. Get out your, produce bags, or I don't know how you celebrate that, but
There's cooking demos.
oh, there you go.
Yeah, using the fresh produce from the market. Live music, you get to touch a tractor, so that's cool. And also, I forgot to mention, you get a free tote bag while supplies last.
See,
boom.
there you go. Happy Farmers Market Week. And blood donation drive, August 29th through 31st. So please do some good this
So there's a lot there
Yeah.
you might want to re-listen or check the
I
show
hope you
notes.
wrote that down.
Our last story this week is the historic McAuliffe Park trees are helping feed our community.
Oh, cool.
How are they doing that?
Lovely McAuliffe Park in Juanita includes a public orchard.
Yeah, and so I really was excited to hear about this. And this year, with the help of 3 City Fruit team members,
Oh, interesting.
8 community volunteers, and 3 random park goers who were cruising by, over 470 pounds of apples were harvested from
Wow.
just 2 apple trees
That's amazing.
in a couple hours. Yeah, super cool.
We have a lot of teams at the city. I didn't know we had a city fruit team. Now, these are transparent apples.
You
which
mean
is
you
a
can
var-
see through them? That's
I
weird.
do like some sci-fi fantasy. I
It is a
imagine.
variety of apple that's great for cooking.
Got
okay.
it.
Yeah, so the fruit was designated for processing into applesauce. So that'll be shared with elementary schools throughout Western Washington.
Very good. So if you're interested in picking some apples at McAuliffe, you can join the City Fruit team Friday. They're doing it next September 22nd from 4 to 6:30.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like a fresh apple.
Oof.
But did you know,
What?
A, Washington grows more apples than any other state?
Oh, we grow a lot of apples.
B, transparent apples were originally called pomme de verre.
Okay.
Could be.
Or C, many people prefer Granny Smith's over Granny Morrissey apples.
Is there a Granny Morrissey apple?
If not, there should be.
And the answer, of course, is A.
Yes.
Washington does grow more apples than
Everybody
any other
knows
state.
We are the apple. No, the apple state. Are we the apple cup?
The Apple Cup.
That's right.
That's your clue.
Okay.
Okay, it's your last chance to catch our outdoor summer movie series. It's this Saturday night. Don't forget.
Nice.
That's right.
Hey, and that does it for this week. You've been listening to This Week in Kirkland. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Special thanks to Anthony Girardi for his behind-the-scenes magic.
Thank you.
Our next episode is Friday, August 18th. Until then, stay
Stay
connected,
connected,
Kirkland.
Kirkland.